Hello everybody. How's it going? Guys, say something.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, whoa. Hi.
Hello.
A little loud there.
All right. Yeah, that was super loud. Okay, guys, welcome back for some more Rogue Trader The Breach. We back for episode 2. And as you can see, we're missing somebody else. Unfortunately, Bobby is sick. So we're going to go and rescue some dude named Fred Ward by ourselves. Probably get arrested in the process or something along those lines. Yeah, I'm super excited to get started. So let's jump right in. I will go roundtable, introduce our cast and crew, starting with Allie.
Hello, I'm Allie. I'm a cosplayer and digital artist, and I'm very new to the whole streaming thing. I play Ophelia. She's an astropath, and I'm very excited to see what happens in the session.
Yes, very good. Hippie, please.
I am Crazy Hip 69. I'm going to be playing an orc, as we know. And I'm excited to finish killing people in front of me.
Yep, my favorite orc. However, we have one new person here who hasn't introduced themselves yet on the stream for this campaign, McLoken.
Hi, I'm McLoken, and I'm Fred Ward. If you
We
guys
don't
are
know
confused,
anything about Fred Ward yet.
if you guys are confused on Fred Ward, please go watch the first season, Dark Heresy, the Pyre brand,
Yep.
and you'll see why this is hilarious.
Probably gonna end up killing him. It's fine. Sheepy, please.
Am I introducing myself or am I starting the... Okay,
Yeah,
hello,
yeah.
I'm Sheepdog.
He's the GM.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm Metamancer. This is my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's jump in. I am playing Delta Morn, who is the rogue trader in this campaign. She is a drunk, irresponsible, maybe adult, sort of, when she feels like it, inherited the ship that they have called the Void Fang, and she's best friends with an astropath and an orc. So, without further ado, let us recap real quick what happened last week and then jump into the new session. Sheepy, take it away.
So, last week, we met the majority of our crew. We are on the station. Well, yeah, no, we are. We're on the station of Slaghale, which is run by the McLoken family, lapsed rogue trader family. Rogue trader Delta Morn and her crew were searching for a way into the breach, a large archaeotech wall with many, many guns and many, many defenses that looked nigh impregnable when they went to go and check it out. After discussing the possible ways to get through, because past this wall is a large sector of pretty much undiscovered, unexplored bounty, they decided against just being blown up by trying to fly through it, and instead elected to go back to the station and investigate rumors that there might be a way through. While investigating, I believe investigation involved threats, arm ripping, and a few other things. They found out that the pilot who had figured the way through the breach had been taken from this mercenary group called Baths. And that, I believe that's the gist. If I missed anything, feel free to weigh in now. I think we're good. Okay. And yeah, we left off with that news basically, and yeah, we saw a lot of instances of how powerful rogue traders are, in the sense that a lot of the time where you'd be playing like D&D or something else, there'd be a fight or, you know, like some kind of like, you have to roll this to persuade. It's literally just like, I am powerful, do what I say. So I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. And incidentally, as you guys are as you guys are out at the, I think you're just outside the baths, having intimidated them and ripped off an arm. A messenger from the McLokens turns up to speak to you, Delta, and says, Rogue Trader Morn, I bring news from the McCowans.
Okay. Well, go ahead then.
They had secured a pilot who knew something about the breach. Unfortunately, they were taken by another rogue trader. A few, maybe a week ago.
Okay, hold on. So, you had a pilot, like you had, what, hired? Or what? How did that work out?
But kind of, yeah. He was with the baths, but we took him, and
Right.
then another rogue trader came. They wanted a way through the breach. They took the pilot and on their ship and left about a week ago.
Okay, so you kidnapped a man who then later got kidnapped from you.
Well, not me. It was the people I work for, yes, but it wasn't me.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Right, so who took him?
That was rogue trader Talia Dusk.
Sheepy, would I know this name?
You actually don't.
Okay. Right, never heard of
Which,
him.
like,
Her.
you're fairly connected and like a fairly established family for a long time, so
Must not be important. Okay. Good to know. Right. I guess, what's the ship name? Any details that I can use?
yes, I was told to give you all the information that you want. The ship name is the Heliotropolis.
Okay.
And we actually have the location of where they're going to be stopping off on the way.
Okay, so... Right. Off you go. Anything else, actually, before you...
No, that's it. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Bye now.
Bye. And runs off.
She, like, turns to her crew and she's like, anybody else feel like there's some kind of trap or something? Because, just what? What is that?
A little bit. It's kind of inconvenient.
Yeah, just a bit.
Kind of strange that he was kidnapped and then kidnapped again. Sucks for him.
It's weird. I mean, he does know how to get past the breach, so kind of in demand, I get.
What's the kidnappings?
Somebody who's taken against their will, technically. I feel like you've done that a lot, though, so you probably know exactly what it is, but you didn't realise it.
No, you should just kill some.
Fair point.
Yeah. Like that one. Point to the mush of a man.
Yeah. Probably better that way.
Yeah. I'm still holding his arm, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you going to
Stripping on
keep
the
that
floor.
and eat it?
Eat it, yeah.
Waste not, I guess.
Does it taste good?
Tastes like you, me, which ain't the best, honestly. You're squishy, really bony. It's not the greatest.
Yeah, I can't imagine we are.
That's why I haven't eaten you.
So anyone who would like, obviously excluding Fred Ward, who currently isn't here, feel free to roll laws pertaining to the basic running of the Imperium. So
Ooh, I have
common law
that.
Imperium.
I have Imperium lore.
I don't think I have that.
Surprise? I don't either.
Motherfucker already? Come on.
So
Nope.
for you, Ophelia, you don't really have one that would relate to this.
I have war, but I'm just going to assume it's orky ways of war and doesn't apply to the situation in the slightest.
No, it does not.
Exactly.
And don't forget, guys, you all have 300 XP. If you want to buy skills or talents or anything that is available to you, yes.
Do I have that too?
Yes.
Okay.
I did, because we didn't do much last session, I did a slightly limited amount of XP compared to usual, and gave it to everyone.
Yeah, you got kidnapped.
Congrats, his experience.
Congratulations.
All right. Well,
Good
I'm
experience.
going to be looking at talents I can buy.
Yeah. All right.
So, like, if I ever say, like, you know, do you have Common Law Imperium, and it's up there in the skills and you can afford it, you can always just say, give me a second, go to buy it, and then use it. So,
Okay.
wait, did you fail?
I did fail
Yes, she did.
by
1.8.
1.8 degrees of failure.
So, you wouldn't. It's not something you really care about, particularly like, you know, the intricacies of running a station,
Yeah.
being a lapsed
Boring.
rogue trader family. You know, who knows why they sent you the message? They're like, maybe they're just scared of you or some shit.
I don't know. She's suspicious, but whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, If they're going to try to kill me, they're going to try to kill me, so it doesn't really matter.
Could definitely be a trap,
Yeah.
or could be just trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, that's also true. I keep bringing an orc on station, so
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that.
Against orders. Well,
Against orders, because I do what I want. Okay. Right then. Okay, let's go back to the ship. Get on. Go find this. Was it Fred Ward? Right? That's the name they gave us. Right, the kidnapped idiot, and then we'll unkidnap him and then bring him to our ship, thus probably meaning that we've kidnapped him, and then make him pilot for us to get through the breach.
And I don't remember who mentioned, did they say where they went or just the name of the ship?
There was a coordinates handed over as well with the message.
Yeah, we'll just give this to a navigator who's probably asleep doing things. And I guess we'll NPC him. I don't know what we want to do with that.
We'll keep the navigation. Navigation will probably be quite simple until
Okay.
you get into the breach.
Okay.
You have warp routes for the areas around here, and it won't be too excessive.
Okay. Sounds good. Yep. All right. Okay.
So that's what you'd like to do. Obviously, on this station, there's nothing particularly scary for you, so you can get straight back to the ship. And
Yeah, I'm debating on whether or not I want to go and berate the people that run this place or get more information as to why they kidnapped, but then they... Nope, she doesn't care.
yep,
We're going to the ship. Staying in character.
I can see
Meta
that
wants to
coming.
know.
Yeah,
Delta
Yeah.
doesn't.
I'm going to grab the remains of the body and just drag it along with me.
no one stops you.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go. That's it. Unless somebody stops us on the way.
Oh, hell no. No, you're good. You still have the guards, you still have the orc,
Yeah.
you still have the psyker. Anyone who did try and stop you would either be dead or just really stupid.
Mhm,
So,
And dead.
yeah, really stupid and then dead. So, we will have you guys, you're on the ship, you're getting ready to put in the coordinates. Basically, the way the way warp travel tends to work is Bobby would do a whole load of rolls to locate the Astronomicon, all this kind of thing. And then you'd if you're coming in to where a ship is, what you tend to do is come in like on the outside of the system, start scanning to locate the enemy ship, and then like maybe run silent coming in to like, you know, especially with your ship, you'd run silent coming in to like surprise them, get into close range before they notice you, kind of thing.
Right.
And it would be dependent on their ship's detection and how alert they are, these kind of things. And then you could, you know, get a surprise round, unleash a volley of shots, even pick targets, things like that.
Space combat.
Yeah. Especially with your ship, like getting in close is a good one to have.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically what we won't have that as a role for now, because again, you have the warp routes and everything. We'll wait till Bobby's here to actually start doing those roles.
Right.
We'll just assume things don't go too badly, but I will actually, before we swap over to our illustrious man of mystery, I will do a roll. I might have one of you guys do the roll, actually. Let me just find the point. There we go. So, who feels like screwing over your crew? Meta! Roll me a D100, please.
Yeah.
20. Lost time. So as you travel through the warp, on your way to find the Heliotropolis.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that wrong, by the way, guys. It's Heliotropolis, not Heliotropolis. That's me being a dick. As you travel through the warp, time contracts and expands during the voyage, and though it may take but a few days, the crew will feel as if months or more has passed, fraying their sanity.
Wait, hold on. So it's been a couple. It actually took a couple days, but it feels like a couple months.
It feels like 3 or 4 months. Just.
Oh God, Delta would lose her fucking mind.
Yeah.
Insanity points? Are we getting insanity points?
I'm gonna say no, not this time.
Have we ever? I mean, is this like a thing that we know happens sometimes?
Yeah.
Like, so we're kind of. Are we used to it at all, or?
I would say it's hard to get used to it. You would probably know what's going on, and okay. Give anyone who has it. Give me Finlaw warp. Give me any warp related or spacefaring.
I have warp lore.
Yes, that works.
No mod.
Obviously, hippie. You don't need to roll these.
Yeah. In my
Where is
boredom
the?
waiting, I have killed several crew members and broken more servitors.
Okay.
That's a 62. So no, I know nothing.
No. You know, it's, you know, weird crap happens during warp travel, but maybe it is actually taking like months for you to get there, because that can happen.
Yeah. So we're physically in the warp for
A couple of days.
So
you'll come out on schedule. It was only going to take a couple of days, but
Basically, time slowed down while we were in there.
yeah. Do I have to roll for anything?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Are we losing crew when we dock next? For morale, or is morale fine?
Morale is fine, and your crew population is fine. However, your morale will take a dip if the orc keeps killing people. Just gonna let you know that.
Right.
Which the orc's gonna keep killing people, so.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna like intervene on occasion and distract him with shiny stuff, like because he likes shinies.
Mm-hmm. I have lots of shinies to distract him with, so like I just have like a weirdly like suspicious amount of jewelry, like that I always like have.
Well, so the thing is you think treating me like I'm Schmeagol. I'm not. I am an intelligent orc whose shinies tend to go into mechanical things.
Yeah.
So eventually I'm going to
Right.
be very bored with staring at a shiny circle. It'll need to be mechanical.
So, that is what happens to you guys while you travel through the world. Now, we shift over to the Heliotropolis, which is currently orbiting a planet and resupplying. It is an agri-world. It is it's not a hive of scum and villainy. It's just an agri-world. There's fields on it, basically. That's about it. And inside the ship, where one would expect a...
Hold on. You didn't read Discord because I sent you a message.
Oh, I was just about to set the scene and then be like, McLoken, go.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so you'd expect a captured prisoner who was kidnapped to be in a cell somewhere in guards, but instead, McLoken.
So basically the scene starts off on this man's face. Very young, he looks about 18, clean shaven, pilot goggles on his head, and he's like looking around, looks like he's got sweat going on, and it looks like he's like a little bit out of it. And he's like, you guys can do to me what you want, and you may beat me, but I will win. And he takes a shot. And basically what you see is that like the cell doors open and there's like a bunch of guards and they're all playing drinking games currently.
Yeah.
And like laughing and having a good time.
All right then.
Can't beat all of us, Ward. And one of them like slams back a shot. And these guys are like guards, professional rogue trader guards. But I'm assuming that you were. Oh damn, he did well. Okay. So yeah, he slams back a shot, slams it on the thing. They pour some kind of undership rock gut into the glasses, and the next round starts. So yeah, I assume that you instigated this whole kind of drinking, and yeah, okay. So yes, you have kind of successfully started a big crowd of people who've come in to see like the drinking and the carousing and all this kind of thing. What you do know is this ship is a quick run transport ship, kind of. It is a raider.
Mm-hmm.
So it's smaller than the kind of the frigates and the cruisers of the world. It's mostly used as like a support escort ship, or for kind of transporting smaller packages. For example, you. The rogue trader has a from what you've let's actually get a roll on this to find out how much you know. So I will say charm, carouse are probably the ones. Charm or carouse, like depending on whether you want to drink it out of them or that's a bit.
Oh no, I charm it out of him. I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I get any modifiers?
Based on that carouse, I will say no, because they carouse successfully,
Okay.
and while they are drunk, they are not. Well, yeah, you succeeded.
1.6. Okay, one success.
So
1.6.
already within the week of being like your first day on the ship involved you in manacles, like heavy guard, put into the brig and being kept guard on. Within half a day, you were already out of your manacles. Within a day, you were out of the brig and wandering around with an escorted guard. Within a couple of days, you were free to go where you want. The only place that was off limits to you was the shuttle bays, you know, where like they keep the ships.
Is there a way in that couple days I could have convinced someone to give me a tour of the shuttle bays?
I would say not the shuttle. You are known as a pilot, and you are still a prisoner. Like the reason you are successful partly in getting out and getting the manacles off is your charm and all this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They are still loyal and they're not completely stupid. Like,
okay.
Like, hey, look at these ships that you could escape on is something they wouldn't do.
All right. So currently we're in this room drinking. How drunk is everyone?
Let's just do like a quick burst of checks to see how drunk people are. There we go. Let's do 3. Just for a general feel of the room. I'd say the people assigned specifically to guard you have joined in, but they're not wasted. The general crew are absolutely slaughtered. Some of them have already fallen over. There's been a couple of deaths from over drinking. These people are not Delta. Someone who instantly, actually, I forgot that in my recap, has a specific GM crafted talent of being able to drink orc brew, basically. And I would say the general other people on the ship have been carousing and joining in, just like kind of all over the ship. There's been a little bit.
Has the rogue trader joined in?
The rogue trader is not here, and this is one of the things you needed the charm roll for. So rogue trader Talia Dusk is not with them. This is a part of her larger fleet. She has multiple raiders and escort ships.
Okay.
And a very, very impressive, which the crew have been boasting about, very, very impressive large light cruiser, which is kind of like a class above your guys' frigate.
Okay. I was like, well, that's very impressive. But why does she never join us?
Well, it's you know.
Is she even on board?
No. She gave us this job. The captain, you know, has worked for her for years. But she only recently became a rogue trader, got a warrant of trade. So yeah.
Yeah, in this scenario, so a shit ton of people are drunk and more people are joining in now drinking. I'd be like, hold on, let me go get the next round and go to where the booze is being held. And then I don't know how much booze is in there, like quite a few bottles, or
there is a giant, basically swimming tub of alcohol, which was brought out.
Okay, so
you just like dip your.
Okay, so there isn't like a way to bottle some of it and steal it.
I mean, you could drop a bottle in there and cork it up. It's not good alcohol. This is like brewed in the engine rooms kind of alcohol.
It's fine with me. I'll bottle it up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll add that to my inventory. I already have 2 bottles of Armisec, and this will be a bottle of engine booze.
Engine shine, basically. Yeah.
Engine shine. Okay. Engine shine. And at this point, can I gleam on who is not here on the ship currently, or not here in the room drinking with us?
Sure, yeah. You've been around enough and had the run enough to know that you have your guards, and the people who are guarding you are petty officers and just, you know, kind of slightly higher up. They're less drunk. And then there's just a whole load of, you know, general voidsmen who run the day-to-day ship stuff.
So I'm gonna get like one next to General Voidsman and like put my arm around him that's like super drunk. And he's like, you know what? What kind of ships are in the, I just want to know what kind of ships are in the bay right now. You guys have not shown me that, and I think I've been more than hospitable. You can at least tell me, can't you?
Sure.
Any pluses to that?
Seeing as the general voidsman rolled so badly, yeah, take a plus 220. But I will say that if you're asking general voidsman, they won't know as much as the others.
I can still start getting the rumor mill and start doing my little detective work. 3.9.
Oh, yep. So he replies like, just general transport, shuttling down to the planets, and we don't have any like fighters or anything like that, because it's not this time. Yeah,
that's so bad. Now you know what? I wish you guys had a fighter. Fighters are one of the finest spacecraft that you can fly. Have you ever flown in a fighter?
No. I've seen fighters, doing their thing, and I've been in a couple of battles, like ship-to-ship combat. I was on a boarding party once.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the only one who made it back.
Well, you know what? That means you are tougher than the rest of them, right?
Possibly.
I mean, you're alive.
True.
You know what? What's the fastest small vessel that you have?
And he'll describe because I don't have the list of ships right now. He'll describe a shuttle. He's like, this one's probably the fastest. It's been tinkered with by the ship's mechanicus a little bit. Gets a little juice in it.
No, interesting. You know what? I have to go to the bathroom. You guys keep on drinking, and he like pours out more drinks for everyone, and then goes to find the bathroom. By find the and does my guard little detail come with me?
They do, yeah. They are not that drunk.
Actually, can I work on getting them just as drunk?
Let's have a look.
I saw the skill contortionist, and I first read it as cartoonist, and I was like, wow, that's an interesting skill to have in Warhammer.
Yeah, no, contortionist is you get some interesting talents and skills in this. How would you work on getting them drunk?
Well, I've been with them for like a week, right?
Yeah.
And I would say like I probably been verbally wearing them down and like getting like personal information about them and all that kind of stuff, and be like, walk up to one of them and be like, Odifris, you know what? And he takes some of the finer wine that he has. Armistead pops and pours a little glass for him. And he's like, this is for, you just had a kid. Here you go. And hands him a glass. And be like, this is the time to celebrate. Actually, everyone in the room. Odifris here had a child. We should celebrate this. Let's party all night long.
Okay. You will have to expend both of your bottles of Amasec, I think, for this. To get the not drunk guards drunk.
If this tries to get me out of here, I will use it in my arsenal to get out of here.
Okay.
Is there a captain quarter on board?
Like a captain's quarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know where that is and I can get in there.
I would say you have an idea of where that is. You've probably been up that end. You weren't allowed in there. Again, like there's a couple of places you would not be allowed into. Mm-hmm. Captain's quarters is one of them. What you do know is that it's always guarded. So
are the people that are, because we have most of everyone in here, right? So
the It is a raider, but there are still a good, I think, 6,000 to 8,000 people on the ship
that are not drinking.
I would say you've probably got a couple hundred in here in this room, in this like kind of big hangar bit.
Okay. With that information, I don't know if I would. You know what? I'd still get them the Armasec and all that kind of stuff, and go just try and get them drunk, and I'll mark that off. I have my engine shine, so you know.
You do.
Did they take my weapons?
Yeah.
Do I know?
For the sake of like, you know, keeping things simple, once you've left the ship, you have your weapons.
Okay. I'm leaving bottles of Armasec on here because I plan on getting that back. So as I get everyone drunk, I'm gonna go up to I want to say like the chef's personal cook, or the captain's personal cook. I'm gonna go up to her and be like, you know what we should do? Everyone's getting a little rowdy down here. You and we should go somewhere private. How about we go? I know the captain's not aboard. Let's sneak into her quarters. I know you might have a back way in there.
Just so you know, the captain is on board. It's just not the rogue trader. Rogue traders very often have like.
I thought. Okay, I was saying like the captain and the rogue trader are about the same person.
No. So yeah, the rogue traders will often have like multiple ships under their command. Sometimes even like a entire navy.
Yeah,
and they'll have their flagship, and then they'll appoint captains.
Okay. Can I like talk to the crowd and like figure out where the captain is right now?
Probably not. The captain. The majority of these people are flunkies and petty officers, so they don't have direct access to captain.
So scratch doing all that.
One thing I will remind you of is you have a talent called Inspire Wrath, just so you remember.
Oh no, I remember.
Okay. Because
this is not the time I'm going to inspire that wrath.
Okay. The other thing I'll say is you've probably met the captain once, maybe twice, like when you came on the ship, but aside from that, it is very like there is a definite disconnect between the officers and, you know, like the important people and just regular voidsmen and stuff, so there's not too much like up back and forth.
Okay. So I guess what I'll do then, instead of doing that, because I thought it was going to be like the captain isn't there, the rogue trader, so I could sneak into her quarters, steal her booze, and go from there. But with the petty officers that are now getting drunk, how drunk are they?
Let's see. So you use your Amasec, which means there should be it's pretty good stuff.
It's the finest.
So this is probably going to be a fail roll, but it's worth seeing how much they failed by. 5.2 degrees of success of failure. They're all like joining in, and I would say everyone else, seeing like people a little bit above their station, the people who usually, you know, hand down orders, that kind of thing, getting blitzed, they like kick it up a gear as well. So I'm gonna say for the remainder of this kind of like extended scene of this day, which happens to be as Rogue Trader Delta Morn and her ship are on the way, the crew members are drunk enough in general that all rolls will take a -10.
Okay.
Well, not all rolls, but like the majority of rolls will take a -10.
They have an armory on board, right?
Yeah.
So to one of the people that are guarding me, that are super shit-faced right now, I was like, You know what? I've always been. I've never seen a melt-a-bomb. Do you guys have a melt-a-bomb on board?
Who are you, Lazarus?
Yes.
Just comes out with a fucking giant case of grenades again.
Yeah.
Going back to this. Okay, so in terms of weapons, like even drunk, that
I will roll a charm.
yeah.
Ha!
I'm gonna. Oh wait. I'm gonna say -20 to the roll though.
Fucking damn it! Let's see how well I do though. 1.8.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. You know, I mean, we don't have melter bombs, but we've got, you know, explosive charges and stuff like that. Like, it's not gonna do exactly the same thing, but yeah.
I mean, what kind of explosives are they? I mean, like, are they really compared to a melta?
No, like, they're not as good as like a melter bomb, but you know, like if you're trying to explode something, like why are you asking this anyway?
Well, I wanted to see a melt-a-bomb, and now, so you're telling me you have what is it, like crack grenades or something, or?
Yeah, we got crack grenades, yeah.
What's the biggest thing that makes explosions here on board?
I'm not exactly sure what's in the Rogue Trader stuff. Let's have a look. Mr. Make Sheepy go through the rulebook.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things. Technically, it'd be like torpedoes if they have them.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think this ship doesn't have torpedoes, but so much like explosive things. Maybe like a plasma bomb.
And plasma can like melt through metal, right?
Yeah, like I'd say probably plasma. They probably got like plasma grenades.
But crack grenades are probably the best getting through a wall.
Well, plasma grenades don't actually exist, but
they are in the book.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Huh. Good luck with that one. No, honestly,
I was surprised.
if you're looking to break through like a door, just a crack grenade is gonna be destructive enough, unless it's designed to not let you through it.
So technically, the plasma grenades aren't grenades. They're like plasma charges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The plasma charge. Yeah.
They deliberately fail containment of plasma. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what a plasma grenade is, apparently.
It's not a grenade. It's like a breaching charge, basically.
Oh, okay. That would totally go through a door. All right.
That would go through quite a bit, yeah.
Depends on the ship, but yes.
What do I know about the armory?
Not really anything. Like you've got information as best you can, but again, some places have been often like the only reason the drinking worked is because they're kind of on shore leave today, because you know they're resupplying. Like some members are shuttling things up and down, but the captain basically they've been in the warp for a while and they needed a day of relaxation. So while they're like resupplying at this agri world, the captain said, you know, have a fun night, and you took advantage of it by suggesting drinking contest, and it went horribly wrong for everyone else after that.
Yeah. So I wonder if anyone is on watch there.
You can make an educated guess that they would be. Like, not everyone is, relaxing.
Yeah, not everyone's on board. Okay. I'm trying to figure out ways to escape, and don't really have anything that I can really think of off the top of my head. Okay, yeah, let's just go with the scene.
Yeah, okay. So, what you have now, and like, you know, in terms of from Fred Ward's perspective, you haven't got like a clear out yet, but you've gathered some decent information. You know the layout of the ship a lot better. So if something pops off, if something pops off, you have your kind of knowledge and you can take that opportunity. Speaking of which, the Void Fang has walked into the outside of this system. Poof, there you are. Man, that felt like months, but it was only a couple of days apparently.
I've been drinking the grog.
Yep.
Obviously.
Clearly.
I mean, if I gave you any.
I would have convinced you to give me some in exchange for cool mechanical stuffs.
Okay, well, first of all, you'll actually have to come up with cool mechanical things to give me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the ships that would be there.
Would you like to make an acquisition roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What random things do you scrummage up to give me?
Is the acquisition on here, or do I have to do a separate roll?
So you roll against your profit factor for acquisition.
On my ship?
So, that would be. I have them.
I'm looking for it.
I believe
Oh, no.
your profit
I
factor.
think my browser just froze. No.
Yay, frozen browsers.
Okay, it's back. Don't panic, anybody. It's fine.
So I believe you went with 40. Was it 50 profit factor and 40 ship points?
I think so. I'm just trying to find it. Is it not listed on the sheet for the ship?
I had it somewhere, and I'm not going to lie, I don't remember where I put it.
Well,
so
yeah, we
let
started
us-
with. Oh crap! I don't know. I thought it was listed here.
I think it was 50 ship points and 40 profit factor.
I believe so.
So let's go with that. Let's say you have 40 profit
Do you want me to just
factor.
roll a D100?
Yes.
Fuck. Is that a fail?
Well, yes, but
I'll
I'm not.
re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
Fuck! Damn it! Son of a bitch.
So I'm not having you roll. I'm not having you roll anything, specific, so you don't get pluses or minuses. It was just to see how how rare you could go.
Oh, okay.
So a failure of that's 2 degrees would be probably like. I think probably in your drunk, reasonably drunk state, you probably ordered a couple of voidsmen to rip off a door and then take it down to the orc. So
I would have had them carry me while I was on the door, so I could get the grog.
like reclined and everything,
Yeah,
like a queen.
Yes.
So that's what you are presented with, Grimfist.
Right.
Have you seen this door? It's
Yes,
an
I
amazing
did.
door.
I've seen that door on every door in the ship.
I know, but this door is really special.
What's so special about it?
Well, I was sitting on it, and most people can't sit on doors because they're attached to walls. Thus, it's
Well,
a very
music-
special door.
It's not attached to a wall, though, so you're not sitting on a wall. Door attachment. I'm confused now. Anyways, you're not getting any more grog. You've been drinking too much of it anyways. Plus, I need some for me.
Come on,
and
we
the-
don't have anything good.
I mean, I don't know. Learn
make
how to
the
brew
best.
yourselves.
You make the best grog.
I know I do. 'Cause
So-
I'm the only orc you know. Well, that and all the other kids. That's beside the point.
Fair point, but I would like. Can I just have one more before? Because it's absolutely insane here.
I'll tell you what. You get for me one of your Humie's power fields for one of your choppy swords, and I'll just give you some grog.
My what? My
Get
power
me-
sword?
I want just the power field. That's what I want, yeah.
Would
It
I?
makes a
Would I
nice
know how to
chop.
get that?
You can get a power field from a power sword. I believe there's a few, very rare shields that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I have my own power sword, but it's my power sword. Would anybody else on the crew have one?
I will say off your acquisition roll, no, but I'll allow you to make another one to see if you can acquire one. Considering everything, I'll say roll. It's going to be 30 instead of 40 success.
No grog for Delta.
You have combat coming up. I will mention that just in case you're tempted to re-roll.
No, I don't want to re-roll. I'm just sad that Delta doesn't get to have more grog. She's gonna be sad and then just be like, fine. Well, I guess you don't get this door then. And I'll take the door for myself. Do something with it that's not on the wall.
Actually, I'm gonna keep the door if you don't mind.
No, you're not gonna keep the door because you won't share your grog.
Oh, how are you gonna carry it out of here if he doesn't have legs?
They will carry it out.
Crush the legs of the front guard.
You can't keep doing that. We need crew to man the ship. Are you kidding?
And I want a door. I just dragged the door from the other guard.
So, what happens when you crush the legs? Because there's one guy at the front and one guy at the back. The front guy collapses and the door goes like this. And what we need now is to see how Delta deals with this, which is going to be I'm sure there's acrobatics on this.
Don't crit fail and die from a door, please.
Yeah, no, please don't. So this will
Agility?
be dodge.
Or dodge.
Because that works a bit better than
A dodge?
yeah. Because there's no like acrobatics or
Yeah. Oh, I am so good.
So how do you basically do you just like slide down like still in this kind of regal
Yes.
pose, and then just literally as the guy like crumples, you just kind of stand up, you're like, yep, there you go.
Well, fine. Have the door. I don't want any more.
Here, I'll do.
Good. See if I share my grog with you. I'm going to start making grog.
Okay. I like my grog anyways. I don't want your grog anyways.
You won't be saying that when mine's better than yours.
Or I wouldn't know it was better if I haven't had it yet. So, hey. Can I have him? I point to the dude whose legs are now probably in two.
He's
I mean, he's
screaming.
useless to me, so yeah, sure, go ahead.
Right. I just grab him by the head and throw him in a pit. And there's a scuttling and the yipping of grots.
Okay.
Wretched.
Damn orcs, as she's walking away.
I will say, take a point on morale damage.
Where do I mark that anyway?
Okay, so
Oh, see, profit factors on my character sheet.
there you go. Was it actually 40?
I didn't list it. I thought I did, but I didn't. So,
Put 40.
yeah, I put 40.
So on your ship, you have two extra things, which I guess I'll just chuck it in the bio and info. You have morale and crew population
On ship sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be on the front of the ship sheet. Basically, unless there's anything specific, it is a percentile thing to represent kind of how many crew you have and how they feel their morale. So we'll take the morale down from 100 to 99.
Okay.
If the morale gets really low, you have the chance of mutiny.
Yeah.
Of bad things happening. If the crew population gets low, you will you'll take penalties to your maneuver, you'll take penalties to your firing, all this kind of thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I will turn the chair, by the way, into the backing. Well, I'll turn the door into the backing of my chair in the engine room.
Okay.
His throne.
Was your throne? It's his now.
Yeah. Now
His
I sit
throne.
in a door too.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So
sit on the door too.
So I will say that this probably happens a little bit before you come out of the warp.
Yeah.
Once you've come out of the warp, you are if any of you want to be called to the bridge, you can come to the bridge when this happens. You are also in Vox communication, so you can talk to each other easily enough if you want to be involved. So you don't have to go to the bridge to be involved. So the first thing that happens, and it's a shame you don't have Bobby for this, but the first thing that happens is once you get into the system, you're on the kind of like outer reaches of the system. You're going to roll a detection for just a general augury to check out the system.
Okay. I guess I have to roll D100?
No. That is your perception plus
the detection number.
Detection, which is very, very high, which is 17.
Yep, okay. Where is it? Is it straight
or
perception?
Awareness, I think.
Oh, awareness.
Or awareness, yeah.
Okay. So we'll do awareness plus 17. 3.8 degrees of success.
Okay, yeah. So your this system that you're in has a few nebulae, like kind of where you can hide your ship on approach.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of like asteroid clusters as well on approach. So you also see there's the agri world. You don't know what it is specifically, but there's an agri world with a very detectable ship just right above it, in kind of like in orbit. And yeah, it's probably, you could probably get within firing range without being detected using like kind of running silence. So if you boost, you can go through a couple of nebula clouds as well, kind of going through this system. If you boost and then cut your engines, you won't be very detectable if anyone is like searching kind of passively.
Mm-hmm.
If people know exactly where you are, they can, run a like focused augury, and it's much more likely they'll detect you.
Right.
But running silent basically means like a general what's happening in the system augury isn't going to pick you up.
Okay. I would obviously prepare the crew for combat.
So the klaxons go off, and
yeah.
What type of thing what type of combat are they expected? Like what?
Boarding.
Okay, so you're like preparing them for boarding. You're preparing them for. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, obviously the guns get prepped and primed, and you get a boost to your engine, just to kind of propel you towards this area. It means it takes a little bit longer because you're not going as fast with your engines running.
Yeah.
But then you cut the engines. I assume you keep some of your systems running, like your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your life support, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could probably actually keep your shields down until you've been spotted. So.
How long does it take for shields to come back?
For the sake of ship combat, instant.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll be preparing to board. Engage in combat to prepare to board, basically.
Okay. So let's say what kind of, you're basically, if you get through without them noticing you, how close do you want to be? Do you want to be in like just as soon as you get close enough to fire, or do you want to get into better range? Like, how far do you want to push this?
We're relatively short range in combat, so
about 4 VUs. So your max range, I believe, is 8.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a heavy hit to ballistics.
Right. Which I don't want to do. I'm gonna need some assistance here since I haven't done the Rogue Trader space combat yet. Ship
Yeah, no
combat.
problem. So, one thing it would be worth all of you getting to is, I will find it. If you haven't already, ship combat is... General stuff. Why can I not find ship
It's
combat?
on 212.
It is on 212, guys.
Surprise! Surprise! Strategic rounds.
So we will be doing this obviously narratively. I think that's more interesting.
Yeah.
So you know, you can get within the 4 VUs necessary. Obviously, there will be a roll to see if they notice you before that. You know that even obviously you don't know the crew's drunk and they have minus to their rolls and all that kind of like mechanical stuff.
Right.
You do know, being a rogue trader and captain of a ship, that it takes time to prep and all this stuff.
Right.
If you start firing with them not prepared, they probably have their void shields up and things like that.
Yeah.
If you start firing without them prepared, if you do a volley with your melter cannons, basically, that's going to do enough damage, probably, to put them into disarray, and you know, it's going to take them time to like get to battle stations and get prepared and all this kind of thing. It's going to be effectively a round of surprise combat and then initiative and things like that.
Okay.
If you get spotted before that, depending on how successful they are, you might have a chance for a surprise, but you'd have to fire at longer range. You'd be more likely to miss.
Yeah. I'd rather get closer than be super far away, to be honest with you.
So basically, like, if activity starts up on the ship, you want to start firing if you're not close enough, but you'd prefer to get close.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's play this out. I will roll. That's appropriate. Yeah, they do not see you.
They're
so
drunk.
your Void Fang, the wolf in sheep's clothing, it's never had a more appropriate oddity for a ship. Completely unnoticed, just drifts slowly on like this perfect kind of like side, kind of parallel course with the ship. So you're basically going to let's say like 2 VUs, like kind of galactic units.
Okay.
Of distance. In terms of ship combat, that's very, very close. In terms of distance, that's, thousands of kilometers. And just drifts slowly. No one notices it. And suddenly it's side to side with the ship.
Yeah.
And you have your round of surprise combat. So the way ship combat works, your ships have a maneuver and a fire action. And you all have individual actions you can take as well. To fire your guns, you will have to use your action to fire the guns, just FYI. So, you can see there's a whole load of different maneuver actions. You can adjust your speed, and bearing, come to a new heading, disengage, all this kind of thing. You've got ramming and boarding actions as well.
We gotta blow a hole in their hull right now, right? To get into boarding positions, I'm guessing?
No. Basically, the boarding action involves you taking your ships, landing on their ship, and kind of fucking their stuff up. So.
Huh.
And
those are individual actions. So if I want to command, Obviously, I would have said, because I already said that I was getting them prepared for boarding actions, and I have others at the battle stations, right?
Yeah.
So, how would it work if I want to deploy? If I want to use the Melta to disable the shields, right? Because I need the shields down, right, to get to the boarding.
No. So the shields, as I understand them, don't prevent boarding. They do prevent. They do.
They do, except for teleportation.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I was pretty sure you could get like ships and stuff through the shields, but you can't get
Projectiles.
teleporting or projectiles.
You may be right.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how it works in Battlefleet Gothic, so that's why I'm assuming that.
So I guess.
Yeah, I probably have it backwards. Yeah, you're probably right. Stop teleportation doesn't prevent ships.
Yeah, the void shields stop teleportation, but not boarding.
Okay. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, because I may be wrong.
No, I had one of my lore masters. No, you're right.
Okay. So we'll fire the Melta cannons and deploy the boarding party at the same time? How does that work?
Well, for example, you could personally oversee the firing of the Melta cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could have, for example, Hippie, Grimfist lead the boarding party. Or you could have a boarding party happen and not have anyone lead it, like have a kind of crewman lead it. So one of the actions you have is hit and run, which allows a character to raid an enemy ship and sabotage it, then retreat. The character makes a challenging pilot's spacecraft test, attempting to reach the enemy ship within 5 VUs in a boarding craft accompanied by a team of raiders. So yeah, that's, it's unfortunately you don't have the two people very, very useful ship for ship combat.
Yeah.
In terms of like shooting and piloting and this kind of thing.
I feel like Delta is more interested in boarding party stuff than she is like commanding the ship. She would leave that to whoever is the highest ranking officer for like ship to ship combat.
Keep in mind you can tell them to do it well as well. You don't have to just use it on your players. You can use it
definitely.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
you
would
can
be
use it
ready
on
to
the
go
rest.
with the boarding party with Grim and probably Ophelia, unless she would be better suited if she would be better suited on the ship instead of on the boarding party.
Yeah, so how does that, like the astropath stuff, like fit in with this type of combat?
So, you have, I believe, some specific abilities you can use. Let's see if I can find them. I believe it is in the Into the Storm, and it is on page. There we go. Page 200 on Into the Storm. So you can. You can link together the minds of the bridge crew or nearby shipmates. You have to make a challenging willpower focus test. Needs at least 2 degrees of success. If you get it, all explorers, player characters aboard the ship gain a +5 bonus to any one action.
Wait, what do I do?
So you do this is an example of one of the things that you can do. You basically kind of link the minds together of people on the ship. Mechanically, what it does is it gives +5 to any one action. So you can give like a +5 to ballistic skill for shooting and this kind of thing.
Okay.
You can jam the other astropaths, like on the ship and on the planet. So what you can do?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Telepathic jamming.
Yeah. So that basically means they can't call for help and this kind of thing.
Is it wise to assume that pretty much all ships have astropaths?
All ships have astropaths.
Okay.
And most planets as well.
Yeah, and most planets, yes.
So one thing you can do that might be worth trying is by utilizing the power of foresight, astropath can see into the near future. You can check the positioning of enemy ships and use the information to your advantage. Once per combat, an astropath with the you need divination discipline. You don't have that. Well, never mind. Sorry. Okay, so yes. Oh, this will help actually. Inspiring presence. So if you do kind of join Delta on the hit and run, you can make a challenging +0 sign of science focus power test. If you succeed, you give a +10 bonus per degree of success for the pilot spacecraft test and the command test portion of the hit and run extended action.
So, wait, okay. I'm trying to read it and understand. So
you would roll sign of science with no bonus, and every degree of success you get for that gives a +10 to the tests.
I don't have the power inspire. Astropaths who possess the power inspire can use this power.
What does it say? Oh, yep. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I think the only ones that I can't do that one. I think the only ones I actually can do is the jamming, the ties that bind. Yeah, I think those are the only two that I actually can do.
Okay, yeah. So you could do ties that bind if you like, and that would give a bonus to ballistic skill or to the hit and run like pilot type thing.
Mm-hmm. But then the jamming would make it so that the other astropaths, the enemy ones, can't call out for help or anything like that.
Or if you like, you could take over shooting the guns. You have slightly better ballistic skill than the crewmen, so.
Oh. I can't do like both, right?
No.
Can the other astropaths do the other things, or
we could have the astropaths jamming the enemy astropaths if you like.
Yeah, because I guess I'm sort of not like in command of the astropaths, but it kind of seems like I'm.
You are.
I kind of I totally do. So I mean, I would have them probably.
You totally are in command of them.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely have the other astropaths do the jamming, and then I'll do the gun.
Okay, so I'll roll for the jamming.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Delta, you are requesting that Ophelia does it well. Okay.
Yeah,
so
she's gonna do it well. I'm gonna be like, "Don't let me down." That's my line that I use for that.
Don't let me down. Okay. So you roll your ballistic skill plus. I don't think the detection or anything adds to it, as far as I know. So you would roll your ballistic skill plus 10.
When you add the modifier, do you write plus 10 or just 10?
Just 10.
Ah.
You can re-roll that.
Reroll.
Yeah. Would that use a fate point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That renews every session, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it again.
Bloody hell. Sheep, you rolled well for your astropaths.
Cool. God damn it. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I mean, I could spend another one.
For this session, in Dark Heresy, I allowed multiple rerolls. I'm not allowing multiple rerolls in this one. So you get one reroll per attempt.
Ah, okay. Well,
So
it's real bad.
your initial salvo. Wait, am I being dumb?
I have really bad luck with rolls. Like almost all my rolls are failures.
I mean, it is the beginning of the campaign. As you go on, your skills will get a lot better, so it'll be a lot easier to do these things. And if Rogue Trader Delta Morn wanted a successful shooting, maybe she should have done that.
I don't have ballistics. I literally don't have ballistics.
What's your ballistic?
34.
Mine's 32.
Yeah,
30.
You have better ballistic than I do.
What the F?
Yeah, the
I probably have the
NPCs
best
are 30.
ballistics. My
I mean, I'm
ballistic-
spec'd for melee combat because I want to fuck people up. So, like 1-to-1. Because I was a sniper before. I was an assassin, which is very non-personal, right? A headshot, done. This is like opposite of my last character in most ways. It is.
Not really. It's
Yeah,
just going
huh?
from ranged 1v1 to stabbing 1v1.
No, it's not stabbing. I have a power sword.
Yeah, I know. So it's really just stabbing, but stabbing and slashing.
And spewing insults while drunk.
I mean, you can still do that with a sniper scope.
I never got drunk as Sybil.
I know. I'm saying you could have.
I could have.
I assumed she was on some heavy combat drugs, to be honest.
You better hope not. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, but so was Sybil.
Yeah, Sybil was fucking nuts. Alright, well, it's fine. I'm just gonna go and take over the ship anyway, so...
Okay. So
With my bad roll, what happens?
well, it basically, you take the shot, the melters like vaguely miss, kind of just like the salvo. There's not enough of a salvo that hits to actually do any lasting damage. There's maybe like a few scars on the side of the ship. The void shield takes like a fair brunt of it, and unfortunately nothing happens there. You do, however, have your other guns, which is your fang weapons go.
Should be the lance battery.
Yeah, it's the lance.
I swear I put all the details for the weapons in there.
You did.
The
Thought you did.
Sunhammer lance battery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hammer.
So
SLB.
that will have to be a that will have to be a just general crewman. So if someone, I guess Meta, if you want to give me a D100.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I need to, because you guys chose extra special weapons. I need to find the damn things. There we go. 1, 4, 6. Okay. So the Sunhammer Lance battery
14. So good.
rolled a 14. Okay.
Do you want me to write in
so
the damage that it does? Like, into the sheet?
1d10 plus 3. So, the way that the kind of stats for the weapons work, they keep it fairly simple. It is massive, so you have like 30 plus lance weapons like firing at the same time. It's like a big battery of firing. It's represented a little less epically with 3 successes with Okay, 3 successes. Cool. With 3 successes, you gain 2 hits on this. The
Okay.
first one is taken by the void shield.
Right.
The second one penetrates. So if we can get a 1d10 plus 3.
Right.
And
8.
yeah, 8. Okay, so I believe. What is this?
Wait, how do you get 8 from a 1d10 plus 3?
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
A 5 plus
never
3.
mind. I see.
Mr. Maths teacher, could you take this one?
Maths teacher.
I can't do math, okay? Stop.
Look.
5 plus 3 is maths.
Quick maths.
Oh no. So while Sheepy looks at critical hits, because yes, you did indeed score a critical hit.
Yeah.
How about we switch over to just before this salvo hits, to Fred Ward, who I believe you wanted to enact a plan.
Looking around the room currently, I noticed that we do have this engine shine. And I look at everyone and I was like, and I have the bottle and I take a drink and I was like, you know that fine Armasec that we just had? What? Why are we given this? We could die at any moment and they're giving us shit. You guys know, we know where the good shit is. Let's go get it. Let's go get the Captain's Armasec. And I want to inspire a wrath.
Okay. So,
Don't fail.
I am not 100% sure
I don't know either.
what. Okay, we'll have to. So, talents, I believe, are at, I think it's about 60, 65 on the core rulebook. It should detail what role it is for that.
I found it. The Explorer knows just turn a phrase that incites individual or groups of rage against his rhetoric grants +2 to interaction tests, or +20 interaction test when inspiring hatred or anger, and double the number of individuals affected. The last sentence really doesn't. I don't have orator, so it doesn't matter.
So I get a +20 to this roll.
Okay. I don't really think this is intimidate.
I'm charming them to get mad.
It'd probably more of a command.
I would say. I would say probably either deceive or command. With because of the level of drunk you've got them, I'll give you a +20 on that.
So +40. I'm gonna deceive them.
Yeah.
2 degrees of success.
Yeah, so like everyone in your kind of immediate vicinity, you know, they're kind of like hazily listening to you, and the kind of tub of alcohol has started to get a little dank, a little less tasty, because, you know, people are dipping their hands into it and it's just out there, like bits of ship are flying into it.
Do you want to drink this swill? And I throw a fucking bottle.
I'd say about 50 of them are like, no, and the others are too drunk, like they haven't quite, you know, noticed yet.
Yeah, and then we're gonna make our way to the captain quarter and break in.
Okay, so you and about 50 people are gonna start like marching, like, let's go get the captain's alcohol, and like as you
Do we
go,
need guns?
No, they're drunk. they didn't hear what you said.
All right, we're going to the captain's quarters.
Yeah!
Like, we'll swarm. Yay!
Okay, so that's happening. So. So crit rating. If the shot does 1 point of damage, roll a 1d5. Okay, cool. So the hit is. Where is the? So 8 damage. Right, so that goes through. And then the hole takes some damage. Just kind of generalized. Okay, that is noted. And now what I need is I need a 1d5. Who would like to roll the critical hit?
Probably the person who shot the gun.
The NPC.
Oh.
Holy crap. Fire! Alarm scream through the hull as hungry flames soar through passageways and compartments. Uh-oh.
Run, Loke.
You had a secondary character, right? Yeah? The blaze must be contained before it devours the entire ship. The attacker selects one component only. Oh, and also I need to go through the components of the ship. Sorry, I didn't do that before. Only choosing ones he knows of that is not the bridge or plasma/warp drive. This component is now on fire. The fire follows all the rules for shipboard fires. So, you know that they have dorsal Mars pattern macro cannons, a Sunseer laser battery. The warp engine you can't aim for. I believe you can't aim for the engines or the. What did it say? You can't aim for the engine or the bridge. So the plasma warp drive or the bridge. They have a Gellerfield. They have a single void shield array. Vitae pattern life sustainers, void porters, and an auger array.
Which ones can I not aim at?
So you can't aim for the class 2 drive, which is the engines,
Right.
and you can't aim for the standard bridge, which they.
Oh, right. But I can take out what cannons and stuff like that. Yeah, I would take out their weapons.
So you have the Mars pattern macro cannons and the Sunseer laser battery.
Which one would do the most damage in the range that we're in right now?
The macro cannons.
Then those would be the ones that we'd go for.
Okay, mark it with an X. There we go.
I hope I don't burn you alive, Loke. Sorry.
He isn't never.
I also hope you don't get sucked into the void due to the gaping hole.
I have a void suit, so I don't care.
No, you, Loke. Who may not have
Oh
this
yeah, Fred Ward.
He's got a void suit.
Oh, good.
Did they give it back to you when they took you prisoner?
Well, I think right now everyone's drunk and not paying attention to me, so I'm just like going around grabbing my shit.
Yeah. So effectively, this is what happens as you are kind of like leading them down a hallway on the way towards the captain's quarters. You don't get that far before the ship is rocked with like massive explosions. Klaxons go off. Everyone's kind of stumbling and confused and a little bit scared.
The captain's tried to stop us. Let's go.
No! like ever since you've been going down this hallway, every time you're like, what do we want? They're like, no! That's not what no. It doesn't matter. They're hyped. So, and yeah, there's reports coming through over speakers and whatnot that there is a fire in the main, macro cannon room. Like in
It's
the
a
area.
lie. Don't listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's that one isn't gonna work.
Why?
The kind of party of people, all of them, in fact, because this is like an enemy attack. Everyone to action stations. They just run to their posts. Some of them stumble. Some of them fall over. But this has been like drilled into them, you know. So
Okay. Everyone runs. How close am I to the captain's quarters?
I mean, you could get there.
Because I imagine the guard post has ran away from there because they're battle stations. So I'm totally gonna go there.
Okay. Just so you know, like, you wouldn't have had the chance to pick up your stuff, technically.
Okay.
Which I imagine would be, like, in the armory or somewhere like that.
Oh, so I have to go to the armory.
But, yeah, I'd say for the sake of, kind of narratively, the ship is open to you currently. Like, even places that are normally guarded are not guarded in the confusion, drunkenness, and panic.
There's two things I want to do. Steal the captain's booze
Okay?
and get my ship back.
Okay.
And I'm sprinting. I'm pretty fucking fast. I got an agility of 56.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes then. Roll me agility, and let's see what your kind of likelihood of getting both done is.
1.6.
Oh yeah, you can get both done.
Okay.
You kind of run past guards as you're like kind of sprinting down this hallway, and you get in. I'm gonna need a scrutiny. I'm gonna need a search.
A search. Okay.
Because it's just booze and it may just be lying around. Let's give it a search plus 20.
Oh, plus 20. Hold on. Let me add 20 to that. Well, it'd be negative 5.6 if we do it there.
Yeah. That was a bad roll.
It was bad. Can I use a fate point?
Define booze, Loke.
Yeah.
If you want to, sure.
God damn it.
He's got a different character, but he is the same player.
2.9, no.
He is the same.
You find some recaf if you want to sober up.
I'm not drunk. I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
Where are my fate points? So there's no booze in here.
Not that you can see, no. Might be hidden. You'd have to like delay more.
And we're under attack. Damn it.
Well, they're under attack. You happen to be on the ship.
Yeah. I'll delay a little bit to see if I can find it. One more delay, and then and like look around for secret shit, and then see what I see.
I can't wait till we blow up Loke in this ship.
It's gonna be his own damn fault. Yeah, if you spend some extra time to search around, you find a bottle of Amasec and a half broken bottle of Amasec with some liquid still in it.
Is Amasec flammable?
It's booze.
Yeah.
It varies, actually. Huge variable.
At this moment, I look at the broken bottle and I go light it on fire.
Okay.
And then I begin running to the armory.
Okay. So at this point, I think the ship has fired up and has kind of got to action stations. So let's have an initiative roll, which I believe is
1d10.
your... I think it's 1d10 plus something.
Plus
though.
your detection bonus.
Yeah.
Is that a plus 10 or a plus 1? Because it's the first number, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
plus 1.
11. That's the best roll I can.
Holy crap.
So close.
So, what we will do is, you guys want to make... Sorry, I forgot about this. It's a lot of jumping between different things. What you guys want to do is you want to hit and run, right? So...
Well, I need to get Fred Ward, but I don't know what he looks like, what he sounds like. who he is. So I'd have to find a way to communicate over the ship, I think.
Yeah.
To basically be like, hey, Fred Ward, your
Just
new,
what-
your new,
what-
like, I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, like, your new ride is here or something stupid like that.
I have a question. Probably not, but can I do anything? Can astropaths like, I don't know, like speak in
You can-
someone's mind if they don't know who it is or no?
No, you'd have to telepathically project your voice to everyone in that ship, and that would probably kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. I don't know how it all works. So.
No, like you totally could. You'd probably die trying to
Yeah.
find him.
A lot of the astropath canais tend to end with you'll probably die. If you like overextend yourself or so there's a lot of stuff you can do theoretically. It also tends to end in like overextension of power and death and demons coming through the warp, all this kind of thing.
Or you.
Yay, demons.
Him literally coming through you and
Yep, just
messy.
proper alien style.
Meta's taking notes, and that's got me worried.
Mets is
Alien
like
burst from
demon.
ship.
Actually, one of my patrons is finally using all of the stacked up advantages and crit successes that he has, so I'm divvying them out equally.
Okay. So, what action are you taking, Hippie? Grim?
Well, I mean, if we need someone to make loud noises on a ship to find somebody, I could do that.
Okay.
I could do it real good.
What I will say then is that let's give a plus 20 to the two tests that you guys have for the hit and run. What the hit and run is you you make a challenging pilot test, which is +0, so it would be challenging pilot test +20. This can be a NPC if you guys don't have the ability.
I have ground vehicles, so.
I mean, orcs are weird, so, if you had the time, you could maybe turn a ground vehicle into a spaceship, and then,
Yeah.
But that would only be for you specifically.
Yeah.
You don't have pilot, do I? Is that a default thing? I don't think.
No, it's just.
It is not.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't have. I don't have it.
Okay. The other thing you need to do, if you succeed your pilot test, you have to make an opposed ordinary command test against the commander of the troops. If you succeed, roll 1d5 on critical hit chart twice and select one result to apply to the enemy ship, plus 1 point of damage to hull integrity for every degree of success. So, I will make the roll for
I mean, Rando Guard has a 50. He gets +20 to that shit.
My question, am I on this initiative roll, or am I just kind of jumping in randomly?
well, so the initiative roller for the ships.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like an extended 30-minute period where you guys do stuff.
Yeah.
Like kind of narratively. So you're technically in this initiative role. At this current point in time, you've probably just got your stuff from the armory.
Okay. Well, I'll let everyone sort out what they're doing, and then I want to do armory things real quick.
Okay. So yeah, that just got rinsed, the pilot test. Like
Yeah.
you guys
It's real good.
what happens is you guys pretty much, I'm rolling really well today apparently. You kind of clamber aboard, you get all of your, how would you outfit your guys? Are you outfitting them for, are we talking like las guns? Are we talking las pistols and chain swords and swords? And
I mean, whatever is most effective in close quarters combat, right? Because we're
Okay,
boarding, so.
yeah, like maybe you have a kind of more elite squad with like chain swords, and
Yeah.
then you have other guys with like kind of assorted melee weapons and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Maybe even like a kind of a slightly more defensive group who just have straight up like shotguns and things like that.
Yeah.
So you guys all in, just like there are turrets firing at you as you're going. Like your pilots are just on point, and none of them get hit. Usually on a boarding action, you'll lose a few ships. It'll be a little bit difficult. Nothing like that. The turrets that are firing at you seem to be a little bit wonky, maybe. Like they're not really firing that well. But your pilot's dodging beautifully, and you crash into this kind of like you crash into this kind of like open area with a lot of different kind of shuttles and ships and kind of things. Looks like kind of like a hangar bay type area. And you immediately like start ordering people around, like telling them where to go and this kind of thing. And some of your troops head off to assault sections of the ship while the enemy's taken by surprise. So roll me a +10, but you did very, very well on your thing. And so roll me a +30 command. And I will roll mine. And let's hope that this is the one where I roll badly. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, 5 degrees of success.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm fucking rocking it.
So.
Fuck you.
So to clarify, it's Grim and Delta and whoever that just went to board the ship?
Yeah, the NPC crew.
Okay.
So currently you were kind of on the
gun.
systems, like guiding the shots and everything.
Yeah.
So weirdly enough, because of the -10, this is still a failure for them. So this is 0 degrees of failure for them, and 5 degrees of success for you. So you do 6 damage to the hull integrity.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
A lot of
Yeah.
damage to the hull integrity. Okay, this ship is already looking just a little like there's still a fire raging in the macro batteries. You also roll 2 1d5s.
Okay.
Oh, okay, critical hits to that. Which one would you like?
3.
Sensors damage. Ship's Auspex arrays have been knocked out, leaving the vessel blind. Until the damage is repaired, all shooting tests suffer -30 to hit, and all sensory tests to detect anything beyond the ship's immediate engagement range automatically fail. Additionally, as the arrays are located outside the hull, any repairs must be attempted in the void. So, what this means is they can't hit you.
Jesus.
Yes! I am the best captain! The best worst captain.
So
Wait, so does that mean I could take my leisure time in the ship?
yeah, I mean, like, you guys don't have like a full force, so you have an action to do your thing, and then you're going to be forced to pull back slowly, and it's a hit and run. It's not like a proper full-on board.
Yeah.
This is all I picture Meta's character doing, is being drunk, going boop, 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 I did it!
Victory to me!
I'd be like, it's one of those Thor moments where you like have to take a drink and then you're like, bring me another one. But in this case, bring me another fucking ship to blow up.
So yeah, basically what that -30 means is this ship cannot hit your ship. So I guess we'll see where that goes, what you want to do with this. But yeah, if you want to take your kind of go, Hippie, and do what you'd like to do on this boarding action.
Oh, I was literally gonna find the nearest person what looks like a vox and just yell Fred Ward over it.
Yeah. So, on your turn, Fred, you hear your name shouted
Fred Ward!
Extremely loudly. I'm not sure exactly what that will achieve because he doesn't know where you are and you don't know where he is, but
basically, I'm like, oh shit, they found out. And I start like trying to grab more shit. I get my shit. What I want to find is those plasma charges, as well as what other weaponry they have in here that I can, pistols, or I have an energy sword. I think it's a common one.
You have a power sword.
Yeah, a power sword, which is a common one. And then I have a best crafted or finely crafted hand cannon. I'll just see what other pistols I can find in here right off the bat, like anything that's super fancy, up to my standards, but definitely the plasma chargers. I want to find those.
Okay. Roll me a search.
Oh boy. Is there any pluses to this?
Nope. So here's something fun that you guys may not know. Every game of 40k, there always ends up being a skill that no one took that ends up being requested a lot by me, which ends up with the players who keep failing it. Yes, okay, you got the plasma grenades. Very often the players end up failing it all the time. In Dark Heresy Firebrand, it was scrutiny. And it went from Loke to having no skill in scrutiny to being completely decked out in scrutiny because he was just sick of failing it. So,
can I even take
repeating search may be the one that gets pimped out for everyone.
I don't know if I can take search.
So what do I find? Do I just find the plasma charges and that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, like the thing is the plasma charges are probably like the prized possession of the ship. Because this isn't like a particularly big ship. It's not a particularly, it's going to have las guns, maybe a few chainsaws.
I don't care about that. I'll take some of those crack grenades they were talking about, though.
No, you don't find those.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, I got the plasma charges, and I got all my shit, and I start running to the hangar bay.
Okay. Because you are not drunk, I will not make you roll to hold on to those plasma grenades. Just know they're extremely unstable, so yeah.
Don't drop one.
No.
Don't breathe.
Don't sneeze on one.
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow up a door.
Okay.
I'm gonna blow up the hangar bay door. Is it a remote charge?
I mean, they're in the hangar bay door, so the door's open now.
Yeah, you walk into the hangar and you see an orc yelling over Vox.
Yeah, like as you get closer, you can actually not only hear your name being shouted over the speakers.
Oh, okay. So,
so you get to the hangar bay door, and there's guards on there, and they're like expecting an enemy and that kind of thing, and they're like, "Stop! Who's that?"
Oh, to me?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's me, Fred Ward.
Captain's been looking for you. So has the orc. For some reason, we're not really sure why. We're here to. Well, we're not here to risk. We're here to capture you. Come with us.
Wait, who says that?
That's one of the guards.
One of mine, or?
Yeah, one of your guards.
Oh, I would be there though.
You didn't really tell them what you wanted with him.
Yeah.
You just.
Yeah, no, I'm like sitting on a cargo box or something, just watching, like.
Is this the same basic pose you had on the door? Just like legs crossed, like, leaning back and like, yep, everyone do my commands.
Yeah, pretty much.
At this point, do they draw weapons?
Sorry?
Do they draw weapons on me?
They have weapons in your general, like, they're not pointing directly at you.
I pulled up the plasma charges and I was like, do you want to play this game?
Well, Rogue Trader Delta Morn would like the pleasure of your company.
Apparently, I'm a hot commodities rogue trader, so what's in it for me?
Your freedom, maybe. Kind of depends what.
Where's your captain?
Oh, she's sitting on a box just back there.
Oh, she's here. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Rogue Trader Morn, we found Fred Ward.
Yeah, I see
Wait.
that.
Are you
After
giving me
exhaustive
freedom?
thought-
Are you not going to take me in manticles?
No,
In what?
no.
What?
I just need your help, and then you can do whatever you want, I guess.
Or do we have a ship?
Of course, I have a ship. Who do you think blowing this one up?
Oh, I mean, like, to get out of here.
Yeah. Hello.
Your ship as well.
Okay, well, go get on that. Then he runs over to, like, the explosive, like, finding where the fuel is and, like, setting the charge. And then he's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then he starts running.
Captain, we're kidnapping him, right?
No, we're not
Wait, are you
kidnapping him. We're rescuing him, and then if he doesn't help us, then we'll kidnap him.
But you said we was kidnapping him.
But he's not going against his will. Do you not remember the conversation we had as I'm like running towards the fucking
No, not
ship?
really.
Oh my god. First the grog, then the fucking door. Now you don't even listen to a word I say.
Usually don't.
Ridiculous. Unbelievable.
Hey, look, you brought me on a ship to fight people. I didn't get to fight. I just, this
I want to incite a riot.
What? In Rogue Trader more
With everyone in the room. I'm kidding. Because they're all bickering at each other, and I was like,
Yeah.
riot!
And
No! So yeah, you place charges.
Yeah, and then I go and get on their ship because it's a way out, and I was trying to escape.
No, your ship's actually here.
My ship?
Yeah, your personal ship.
My fighter? Oh, fuck. And be like, I'm taking mine. And then I jump in my fighter and fucking...
You better get to
Is-
my ship, or I'm gonna blow you up.
This is why I said we should have kidnapped him. Then he
No, we
wouldn't
didn't.
go
Quit. No.
take his fly shit. Would have been easy. Just hit him on the head. Would have been fun too. I promise I
you
would have
guys-
killed him.
Do you
You
know
guys
I can
are-
still hear you?
Yeah. And also, you guys realize you do know that he just set charges.
Yeah,
which
we're
are-
on the ship. We've been bickering on
Okay,
the way
you're
there.
on the ship. And
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It sounded like he got in the ship and flew away, and you guys sat there arguing, basically being, we should have kidnapped him, really. Like, it'd just be, much easier.
No, we're arguing while
Oh.
we're going to the ship and getting on it
Okay.
and all that. Yeah.
Really,
Sorry.
I should have eaten him. But
No, we need him so we can get into the breach so then you can go and eat new people that nobody's ever seen before.
then can I eat you?
No,
Do none
I
of you
mean,
know how to close channels?
no, I don't care. Shut up, Fred.
Yeah, kidnap you.
No, we don't. God, I mean, we're not kidnapping him.
Do you realize I'm in a fighter jet and you are in a transport?
You
Yeah,
realize
go
you
ahead,
just
try to
stupid
space
thinking
me.
human.
I just rescued you. You should be more, grateful.
Well, I am not in manticles. That is a good point.
I mean, unless you want to be. Is that something you're into? Because I don't know. We got some people on the ship that are, so.
No.
Oh, right then. Just get into the hangar that I have, please.
Well, you asked nicely at least, and then I fly in.
So you get back into the ship. A successful hit and run. I can't wait for the next one to see what crazy shit happens. So yes, you get back into the ship and the explosion goes off. I'm gonna deduct some hull integrity, and I think a fire starts in that general area as well.
Well, there's also another fire in the captain's quarters.
Yes, there is also a fire in the captain's quarters and in the macro batteries. So this ship fucked, basically.
See you later, unknown rogue trader ship. Bye-bye.
So it goes.
It was Talia Dusk. You know her.
Talia suck, more like it. Am I right?
I don't really know what it means,
Yes.
but
So, would you guys like to? What would you guys basically? What is your intention with this ship and this combat? What would you like to go from here?
let's blow it up. Good for scrapping.
We don't have time to sit around and scrap for it.
Hey, but there's always good time for good scrapping, yeah?
You do
Oh,
realize
it's-
they have a
it's-
fleet.
Yeah, they do.
Incidentally-
Do they?
That's only one of their ships.
Where the other fleet?
So,
Going
what
to
we
be
do,
here soon if we don't leave.
we blow them up, scrap them, and then we blow up all the other ships and scrap them too.
The instantly the jamming did work. Like
Yeah.
Ophelia, you would have heard from your astropath companions that they managed to block communications.
Am I still? Wait. So, because I'm not near all of them right now, do I still have? Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
then I would inform them that they have no communications.
Oh, yay! So they're not showing up, which means that we don't have a fleet coming, which means there's nothing else left to blow up. Sorry, Grim. Sorry.
This is the ship outside, and we scrap it.
Well, I mean, he
Listen,
does have a...
I will let you blow it up,
If you blow
only
it
if
up.
you give me some grog.
Okay,
Alright.
keep scrapping for grunts. That's what you do.
Yeah. Okay. Feel like it's a win-win situation. Fred, do you like drinking?
I mean, that's how I escaped.
He looked weak to me. He'd probably die from it.
Oh, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's take a shot.
I hope
Are
he
you
does.
are you guys inside the void fang now?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we're
you-
in the void
where are
bank. In the hangar bay.
They're probably in the hangar. Like the call went out that you know the captain and crew are returning, so you could totally be there to greet them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and greet them.
What does Fred
is it?
Ward look like other than the clean shaven?
Shine?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What to ask.
Huh?
I heard two questions and they were kind of mixed up. So like, what?
Go ahead.
You're
Rob.
wondering what he looked like.
Other
Oh,
than the
me?
like clean shavenness and all that.
Like, I'm clean shaven. I have like blue-green eyes. I look pretty young, like 18. I have like dirty blonde hair. I got like pilot goggles on the top of my head. And I'm currently wearing a void suit. And have like a bag full of stuff. And then, yeah, like, just currently just looks like a run-of-the-mill pilot.
You would not know this, but he bears a striking resemblance to a certain other character in a different story.
When Ophelia gets down to the hangar, she doesn't even introduce herself. She just walks up to Fred. She's like, "Oh, I really like your goggles. Quite nice." And she just reaches up and just kind of like touches them, like looks at them.
Why, thank you. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Ophelia. Are you Fred Ward?
I am Fred Ward. I
Hello.
bow.
It's nice to meet you. And I bow back.
And then am I taking a shot of orc grog? Is this basically, is it engine shine?
No,
It's
no.
worse than that.
Way
It's
worse.
drinking something an orc would drink.
Yeah. It's like
Oh.
battery acid.
It's literally killed people.
Yeah.
Oh, like that you hand me this and I go, oh,
I haven't brought it with me.
Yeah, we
'cause
haven't. We
what's
didn't
on
bring
me?
it.
Oh,
I would be
okay.
basically escorting you down to where the grog is.
That'll
Not
be
into the area, just outside of it, so I can bring it back out.
fun. That'll still be real fun.
Mm.
wait, where are we going?
Oh well, he's got the grog down there, so we're gonna go to that area. That's his kind of like territory.
Keep in mind, the ship's still there.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
have to
You
blow
haven't
up.
flown
Oh, I
away.
know.
You're literally not getting grog till I
Are we
can-
blowing up that ship?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay. I don't hear it exploding.
Well, we're going to. All right, let's blow it up. God damn.
Okay, so you guys all get your actions. Would you like to start moving away from the ship? If you're gonna blow it up, I'm saying you don't want to be too close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only if it goes critical. Otherwise, it's just gonna lightly explode.
Yeah, but
but we should still start getting away.
there is a distinct possibility that it can go critical at this point.
Warp engine go critical's fine. What's wrong with that? Tears in the warp is normal.
Doesn't it tear a hole in the warp?
Yeah, dude, it's totally safe
Yeah. Okay.
for me.
All right. Okay, blow it up. Go on then.
Okay, so you guys kind of start moving off away from the ship, pulling away from it. It fires at the planet because it doesn't have sensors.
Yeah.
It doesn't know where you are. So, like, a whole load of shots just start raining down on the planet because they're firing on the wrong side of the ship.
Oh boy.
So, who would like to take the shots?
Not
Who has
Grim.
no ballistic?
Grim, do you want
I'm
to?
following you, but I'm probably just.
I think
along.
from a narrative perspective, since he wants to blow it up, I think it would be...
No, I want to loot it. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. I'll blow it up.
I don't
then.
Wait.
care who blows it up.
Wait, I thought we were blowing it up and then just leaving.
No.
No,
well,
if she wants drug, we're taking part of this ship. If she
Okay.
wants to drink, we are taking part of this ship.
Think about
Yep.
this way: if the actually, I don't think I know that the communications are blocked.
No.
No, because Ophelia hasn't told us.
Okay.
No, I did.
Also-
No, I
You did?
did.
Over
I
Vox?
told, yeah, I told like Delta, but I didn't
Yeah.
like. I didn't
Well,
tell.
he's not even queued into our box right now, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried, really. Not that I would be anyway, because Delta doesn't worry about anything.
Look at my field of fucks and see if it's buried.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, so I need 2 ballistic skills from 2 people.
That would be... I'm going to basically look at Ward and be like, all right, well, show me your worth, other than the whole knowledge thing.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. You go against it. No. I want to push a red
I
button.
thought you were going to go salvage
I'm
everything.
just gonna push red button.
Okay.
Keep in mind there are 2 guns, so you can both fire, and you get 1. Do it well. 1. Make me proud. Was that your saying?
Don't
that
let
you
me
have?
down.
Don't let me down. Simple.
So wait, can all of us fire?
No,
No,
2
only
of us.
2.
Okay. Well, who's firing?
I'm going to let you fire.
I
Okay.
fired the other one because I was jealous.
Is there any pluses?
Plus 10 to...
The
Look.
more successes you get, I was gonna say, the more successes you get, the more hits you get. Things
Yeah,
like that. So you guys have the Pyros melter cannons and the Sun Hammer lance battery.
I'm using the lance battery.
I'm using whichever one he didn't touch because I'm gonna just push the button.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna basically go up to Ward... Oh, man. Did you add a plus 10 to that?
Yeah.
it was 62. So
I'll re-roll it. I'll use my last fate
I'm
point.
basically like
Okay.
leaning against Fred and I'm like holding his shoulders and I'm like, all right now, don't let me down.
for any future crew members on the ship, if they have mother issues, then oof.
So at this point, okay, there we go.
Boom.
Better.
So you score 3 hits, which
Okay.
is 3d10 plus 12. Yes, you have Pyros melter cannons. They do
38.
a lot of damage. Okay, 38. 38. 1 doesn't go through. We'll make that the 8, so that's 9. And 9, 18, 30. Alright, 30, cool. And let's get Grimfist.
At this point, like, you're holding my shoulders, and I'm like, did you drink grease? Like, what is that on your breath?
Yeah, it's a grog. It's
Oh my
fantastic.
god. Mm-mm. No, I have I have engine shiner armor stack. I'll be fine with that.
What? You saying you're not going to try the grog?
No.
He's saying he's a weak human.
Yeah, he is. All right.
I'll gladly accept that if that means my liver won't dissolve out of my ass.
Oh, come on.
Wait, so does that mean I can kill him now since he's a weakling, yeah?
No, not yet. We still need him for the breach. Gosh.
Wait, how is he supposed to do his job if he's a weakling? Weaklings never do it right. We'll get a better one
Maybe
anyway.
we'll get lucky. Just go blow up the ship already.
Fine. I just smack the fire button. Or whoever is attempting to fire the fire button.
You hit the person who has to fire.
So this is what, just ballistic skill?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a miss 100%, by the way.
Yeah. So you hit the fucking 99 as well, dude.
Yeah, this is great.
So you hit the you like smack the guy around the head who's supposed to fire it. His head just like straight into the pistol. There's just a light show of sun spear lasers just flying all over the place.
I am going to grin and laugh heartily.
I was just about to say Ophelia's gonna start laughing.
Same. Delta's laughing.
So
I'm looking very confused and horrified at the moment.
Why? You didn't even blow it up, Graham.
yeah, that's very appropriate.
Oh.
Well, you heard a bit more decorous. So the old pew-pews, you be laser beams. I want to hear a bit more, yeah? But look at it's so funny.
So-
Do one of these.
Let's get from Loke, because this ship is fucked with that damage. I just wanted to see if more was going in because the roll would be more ridiculous. Let's get a 1d5 plus. How much did we go over this by? 1d5 plus 4.
7.
Surly tech sprite. Something has jarred and shocked the ship's unseen spirits, awakening their anger. Massive electrical surges knock out systems across the ship. Roll 1d10 for every component. I'm not doing that. That is not needed for this point. On a 4 or higher, the component now counts as unpowered. Each component must be repaired individually before it can receive power again. Morale takes 1d5 damage from the spooky atmosphere. No, this ship's fucked. If you would like to shoot a finishing salvo, you can finish off the ship. Otherwise, you'll have to, like, if you want to kind of take over the ship, you could possibly. It will require some rolls and things. Basically, like, it would take a lot of time and a lot of repairs.
Nope.
Would you like to finish off the ship or just leave it drifting?
Yes.
Blow it up, blow it up. I want to see it
Delta's
explode.
gonna do it.
Okay, so you guys get a decent ways away. They're still firing on the planet. Probably going, wow, this is really easy to hit because it's a planet. Roll a 1d10 Delta. And I can't wait to see what happens. That is fun. Okay, so there are you kind of let loose with your melter cannons and with your lasers, and they just, like, some of the lasers go straight through the ship, come out the other side. The kind of melter blasts just melt huge portions of the ship. You can't see, but what happens is the holes just suck out massive, like, groups of people, probably drunk people who Fred was drinking with recently, just go flying out into space through these, like, massive holes. People get burned alive. Fires are still raging all over the ship. Part of the ship just, like, breaks off and starts floating off into space. People are dead. So many people are dead.
I like how Fred was celebrating someone's recent birth of a child, too.
Oh, that child is dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So bad.
Welcome to 40k.
So bad.
Yep. Everyone on the ship is dead. The entire ship is spaced. It is a Hulk.
All right. Yeah, that was fun.
What? Wait, so it's a full
Ophelia just
intact
claps,
Hulk, what you're saying?
What?
It's fully intact.
No, it's not fully. Well, it's intact enough to be a drifting Hulk in space. There is probably salvageable stuff in there.
Right, I'm gonna take a few of the kids over and we're gonna go see what we have, yeah?
All right.
All right, yeah. and I'm gonna like be banging around my big chopper / wrench as I storm out, making loud noises and singing orky tunes.
Just like hitting the corridor as you go.
Yeah,
like
literally, I'm like chanting and half dancing down the hallway.
Are you singing the traditional song of the orc?
I mean, there really isn't one. No, I'm probably singing something about looting and scrapping.
No, there totally is a traditional song of the orc. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you save that for the trip over, where you're like...
That's more of like a special occasion one.
Okay. So you'd like to go and see what you can...
Salvage. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do it like this. Roll me a... So you get your orc together. I assume at least one of them can fly the ships, like to get you over.
Sure, that guy.
There he is. You get over. Obviously, you don't need void suits if you don't want. So, you get over to the ship. There's like fires raging and stuff. They've kind of died down. Some of the sections of the ship are still kind of like sealed off, so there's still air in them and this kind of thing. Okay. As you're like flying through on one of the shuttles, like a floating, sure, why not? A floating child hits your windscreen.
I'll have a chuckle.
You suspect he just had a birthday.
I will have a chuckle.
Yeah, we all did. So what we'll do is roll me tech use.
Tech use plus anything?
I'd say no.
Sad things.
Basically, this is going to dictate what you have the possibility, like how many things you have the possibility of salvaging.
Okay.
So the more successes, the more things you can salvage.
Where is my tech use? There it is. Oh, I do need to quickly check real quick.
Okay.
I don't remember. So I have orcs around me, and I need to see if their ability for being around me procs for tech use stuff or not.
Okay.
And boo-doop. Boo-doop, boo-doop, boo. Orcs. Not the next best thing. I need... Oh, mob rule. Let's see. No, okay. Doesn't. Just making sure.
Okay.
Yeah, ba-doop. Damn it.
Did the child have a party hat on? Absolutely.
I'll reroll that. Better, but damn it.
Let's pick a component that you might like to try and salvage.
Engine. I'm gonna go straight for that. Gotta make ours go faster.
Hell yeah. Alright, so this is a that's the wrong ship, GP. That is the Void Fang. Sorry, I've got all of your character sheets open and stuff as well. Okay, so that is a Strelov 1 warp engine. It's used in raiders. I don't think it's used in frigates, but roll me a... Let's go, roll me a D10.
A D10. Five.
No, it's fucked. It took direct hits from the melters. It is burned right through, like one shot straight through the center. You could get some bits and bobs off it, maybe make shit from it, possibly.
I'm taking bits and bobs from it and making shit out of it.
Okay, so I imagine how you do that is you chain it to your ship and just fly it back. Like, it's just like trailing bits and...
Yeah, no, I'll just rip it out. Whatever's left, I'll take it all.
Yeah, okay. So you, if you want to note down, you have like scrap of engine, and when you want to craft something, we can work out what you'd like to craft from that, or try and put together.
I do like engine bits.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
This is why you don't let the lore nerd be the fucking engineer.
Yeah.
So yeah, Meta, you missed the part of the child in the party hat hitting the windscreen of the ship as they drove. So yeah, you all have destroyed the ship. Your orc has come back bringing gifts of a completely fucked up engine, which is no use to basically anyone aside from him. Where would you like to go now?
Out of the general area, so if the fleet does show up.
Yeah, I mean, you know this area a decent amount. You could go to kind of an isolated place. You could go back to the station. It's up to you, really.
I would think we would just start making our way back towards the breach.
Okay,
While
so
we
maybe
have a
like
conversation with Ward.
So maybe like a system near the breach you can jump to reasonably easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us go this time with. Let's go with Ophelia.
Me.
Give me, I believe it's a D10. Oh, sorry, it's a D100.
So just
Just a straight up roll 1D100.
what's the command again?
/R 1D100.
Yeah.
Okay.
$16.
Oh no.
I will not tell you what it is.
No,
I will
tell us.
I will allow you to re-roll if you would like.
Tell us. Tell us. Take it.
Wait, okay, you don't want to tell us, but I can re-roll if I want.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
That is a very specific GM laugh that you may know. It is something has gone horrifically wrong, and it makes me laugh because it's going to be funny.
Yeah, or you can re-roll. It's up to you. Or you can keep it. Everything is always fun.
I'm gonna re-roll, but yeah.
No fun.
I mean, it could still be fun. You don't know. Oh, wow.
Shoals and reefs. The vessel runs afoul of a warp shoal or reef that threatens to break it open on a jagged fragment of false reality. A good helmsman and skilled navigator are required to pass unscathed. We won't go into the I won't make you your navigator roll because he's not here, but he's good enough to get you through this. It's a fairly easy journey in general. So yeah, basically you get a lot of what would be warp turbulence. Meta, roll me roll me a 1d100.
$80.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So nothing appears to be wrong. Like, you don't take any particularly bad damage. Maybe like a small hole appears in the hull, and 10, 20 people get sucked out. But it's it's just repaired quickly. Everyone gets on with their lives. It's nothing. Doesn't even damage your crew population. And you guys get to an isolated area. If you would like to have a little meeting together and discuss where you go next, Sheepy is going to go to the toilet very quickly.
Okay.
I suggest we do it in the hangar.
Why?
I left the engine there.
Okay, so?
I want to scrap it.
Well, we're talking. We're supposed to be talking.
Yeah, I can talk in scrap. I do it all the time. Sometimes.
I want my grog.
You will when I'm done scrapping.
No, you already got the scrap. You bring the grog to the engine in the hangar.
I need part of the engine so I can make the grog.
You haven't made any more.
No.
I
Why
need to
would I
complete
make
your
more?
supply that fast. Did
Listen,
I?
we go scrap the engine. I'll make you some grog, and we can talk. And he's drinking some as I shove a fat orky finger into Redward's chest.
I'm trying to think of orky words I can throw back at you.
You best make him not insults.
I
Whatever.
can't, like, I don't know. The thing is, I know a lot about orcs. I don't know their language.
It's really not much different from just speaking like a very rude Brit.
Oh, so Cockney. So he would just like look at you and be like, why is everyone so insistent I drink this?
Because if you don't drink it, use is weak, and we kills weaklings, eh?
Has everyone drank this on board here?
Has Ophelia ever drank it? I don't know. If
Probably not. But I don't know if she drinks that kind of stuff.
I would say it's unlikely.
Yeah, no. She likes to observe all of you getting drunk all the time.
I don't know.
I
if
mean,
maybe-
She's drank normal alcohol with like Delta before, but she's not usually the one that.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Whatever. I mean, if you don't want to drink it, you don't have to drink it. But that's gonna be a problem.
I'll drink
with
it
him.
first.
You're gonna drink it first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The top pot's the strongest.
Yeah.
All the
My
scum
favourite part.
is top.
Yeah, all the fun bits float to the top, they do.
All right. Off to the engine room we go. Oh, not the engine room. The hangar for the engine while he scraps.
I'm gonna
Okay.
bring like 10 of my boys too to come scrapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a big
There's
one.
more of them.
Oh yeah, there's lots more than that. Don't ask. Okay, we're very accepting on this ship. Okay, so
I thought they were being invaded by orcs when they were on the ship, but
oh
I
yeah,
guess...
no, just my crew. All right, so you can get us through the breach. Why don't you elaborate more on that?
Where's my shot of grog?
Well, he's got to make it first, so let's get on with it. And then we'll have some drinks.
I would like my shot first.
This
I
is
mean-
not a debate. You're gonna give me the information, or I'm gonna let him bonk you on the head and take you down to the engine room, and you don't want that.
I could just take his arm off.
No! He's a pilot, kind of needs the arm.
So
Both of
I
them.
have information that you need, that no one else knows. You are willing to send me to my death.
I
Yay.
already rescued you once, and I'm really bored right now, so if you don't give me information that I can go on, then I'm probably going to go drink by myself until the grog's ready, and you can stay in the engine room with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? You don't... Do you even know anything about orcs at all?
What I do know is that I'll probably die.
Yeah, like this. I'm gonna grab a nearby crew member and rip him in half.
Like that.
Grim, I swear, you can't do that.
Take a
It's
point
an
of
example.
moral damage.
No, we gotta get this under control. This is not okay.
Oh.
You can do it on enemy ships, but not mine. Enough, okay?
Can I eat him?
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah. Well, you said I couldn't do that on your ship. Can I eat him?
You know what? No, you can't. I haven't got my grog yet.
Well,
You get nothing until I say so.
well, then, hold this. I'll pass that half to Fred Ward.
Which half?
Smaller half. But we can't carry the bigger half.
Okay.
Which side's the smaller half? The legs?
I kind of grabbed him by both shoulders and ripped him that way, so whatever part came out smaller.
All right, we're taking this to the injured room.
Left side.
Okay.
That's right.
I've had quite enough of your attitude, so here's what's happening. You're going to talk to me while he scraps this engine, and then later we're going to have a drink. We're going to forget all about this horrible unpleasantries.
You know what? Let's do this. Let's unwind from all the
Ophelia, would you like to pry into this man's brain?
I mean, if you insist. I'd rather not, mess up that pretty little head of his.
Right, yeah. So if you don't think that orcs are bad, then she is. So start talking. I guess I have to intimidate or command, or like, what do I do here?
What would you guys like to do in this situation?
Depends on look.
I'm gonna go scrap an engine.
I mean, if you want to, you can walk into the other room and smack him around the head till he agrees to tell you.
No, I mean, I'm not hitting him.
Question. So if I did want to just get the information from his head, does doing that like automatically hurt the person? Like, is there a way of doing that without hurting them or no?
It doesn't really automatically hurt the person. He'll know what you're doing, and he can resist.
I mean, I don't. Oh, okay.
When he resists, it tends to hurt.
Yeah.
Well, for now, I'm gonna just go. I would just, if I can, go in his head and just be like, I suggest you.
I hold a gun to my head as soon as people fucking start talking in my head. I'm like, look, I thank you for getting me out of there, but you've given me nothing.
We kidnapped you, actually.
Well, no, we rescued him, but we could have kidnapped him. Okay, listen, whatever your stubborn issues are, I don't care. I just want the information, and then you can do whatever the hell you want after that, okay? You have 3 options. Give it of your own free will, go with the orcs, or have Ophelia tinker around in your heads and maybe leave something else behind. So stop being a stubborn jackass and just say, like, what is your problem?
Well, I was kidnapped a week ago by another rogue trader. And then I was rescued / kidnapped by another rogue trader. So you can understand why I'm a little keeping you at a distance at the moment. And I don't know what information you're trying to find out from me.
How to get past the defenses, to get through the breach. That's the information I need.
All right. And what are you going to give me if I give you that information?
Well, your freedom for one, and then if you want to come along and figure out what's behind the wall, then you can come along and discover it for yourself.
Are you giving me a spot on your crew?
Do you want a spot on my crew? Because if you got that attitude, I'm not sure if I want you to have a spot on my crew.
That's your call.
I'm asking you, you gonna continue your attitude with me? I'm pretty lenient and all that. I got orcs here and all that, but I don't really like the way you kind of approaching the whole thing.
I don't have any allegiance to you, so why would I listen to you? If I had allegiance to you, it would be a different tale, wouldn't it?
Do you even have allegiance to anyone but yourself?
Right now, it's just myself.
Well, yeah, exactly. So if it was in the reverse situation, I still wouldn't be a complete ass to the person that got me off of a ship before it exploded. Because I was about to destroy the whole thing, whether you were on it or not.
So, I'm just going to interject for someone here very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, you very often organize the more important crew members signing on to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So you get them to sign the contracts and things like that. I'm assuming because Delta doesn't really do that kind of thing. So, if you want to jump in at any point between these two bickering, you totally can and offer a contract or something along the lines of,
Yeah, I want to, but I have absolutely no idea what to say. I don't know what to offer him.
So you don't have to be specific with money or anything like that. You can just be like, say that you're willing to offer a contract and, sign him onto the ship. He'll get a portion of the bounty and fame and all this kind of thing. And, the thing about rogue traders are they're super rich and they tend to either get super famous or super dead. So, it's a...
Yeah. I guess she'll kind of interject. Well, if you really want to be part of a crew, we can offer you a contract. You have a lot of money, a lot of resources, and obviously you don't really have anyone else to turn to. So, and I can promise not to go into your mind anymore, if that would help at all.
I do want to know what is on the other side of the breach. And his crew does seem interesting. It looks like you guys don't have anyone who's really diplomatic. More...
Oh, no. I can be really diplomatic. I just don't care to.
Hence, I say again, you don't really have anyone who can be diplomatic.
I can't tell if he's trying to insult us or if he's actually trying to consider joining the crew. Maybe both.
Then I put the gun away and I was like, let me see the paperwork.
All right. And I guess I'll...
Probably on a data pad, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be on a data pad. You kind of draw it up and go through.
Oh, yeah. Data pad. Then kind of go and read through it real quick, and I was like, then sign off on it, and I was like, all right, you're my captain now.
See, wasn't that easy? There's no reason for any unpleasantries.
Have you been on this side of the anything?
The what?
It's pretty shady.
What are you talking about?
Life in general.
Life is fantastic. Are you kidding me? It gets boring pretty quickly, but I always find something else to do anyway. Or drink. That usually solves most of the boredom.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, now we go to the breach. Unless you think we need something. Okay, actually, you know what? Actually, what's the magic solution here?
There's one spot where the defenses are not working.
What do you mean not working? As in the automated defenses are completely down and...
Yep.
There's if I may interject, you managed to find a blind spot where there's a small kind of three-dimensional passageway where you can go through where the weapons won't target you because one of the guns is a little on fritz or something. You're not exactly sure because you can't get close to it. But
I would actually be like, let's go to my fighter, and then get in my fighter, and I would say, because I have a pick recorder, I recorded this and be like, and bring it up, and if I can bring it up on the outside of the ship, to show everyone, and go there.
So what you guys see is kind of the ship just heading this very steady course, reasonably slowly. There are sounds. I'm not 100%. Pick reporters get sounds as well.
I'm pretty sure they're just picture.
Just picture, probably.
Then maybe you see it flashes from the side. Basically, yeah. There were a few. There are a few ships that were trying to get through and everything like that, and the only one that actually made it was Fred's.
But it's big enough for this frigate, right? Okay.
It's big enough for cruisers and other larger ships as well. It's just there's such a vast amount of space.
So nobody. I got my fighter through, and that's because I was outrunning, the people trying to kill me or something. But basically, it's not really known because everyone's too afraid to get close. and fate was on my side that day, and here we are.
Oh, so you're real lucky then, eh?
You guys would all know that people still attempt to find a way through. So, like, they'll like rogue traders. There are a few rogue traders in the area. Obviously, Talia Dusk is around, and they'll be sending people repeatedly in with ships to try and figure out a way through. So eventually, people are going to find a way through, but for now, you have the only means of entry.
Well, then I guess that means that we will be the first ones to get through.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I've already been through.
The breach completely?
Well, that's how I found it.
Wait, I'm confused. So you're saying that your character hasn't been through the breach? I thought that you just got past the defenses of the thing.
He's been through the breach to the other side to see what was there.
Oh, I thought he said that he still wanted to discover what was on the other side.
I mean, discover what is on the other side. There's like many worlds and other things.
I wasn't a fighter. A fighter is not something you want to go explore the universe in. You want to be on a bigger ship.
Yeah. I didn't realize that he'd been through it. I thought he just got past the defenses of the thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to
disregard that then.
Let the navigator know location that we need to go to. We're gonna go get some grog. You done yet, Grim?
What? No, what are we talking about?
We're talking about you getting grog.
No,
there's like an orc with his face like melded to the side of the engine, like just no idea how it happened. You weren't paying attention. But...
Okay, how long is it going to take you to make the grog? Because then I'm going to do something else in the meantime.
I told you, when I'm done scrapping, I make the grog. But you gotta wait till I'm done scrapping. You keep bothering me with all your Hilmy jibber jabber. It's gonna be just gonna take you forever.
Fine, I'll go drink something else.
Hey,
I do have engine shine or armor-sec. This armor-sec actually might be really nice because I stole it from the captain's quarters from the other ship.
Yeah, let's have that one.
All right. Start drinking.
No, not here. What's wrong with you?
You can't drink anywhere. Where are we drinking?
Oh, we're drinking at my place because it's the best place on the ship.
Okay, let's go.
Ophelia, you coming?
Oh, yes.
Right.
I love that room.
Can astropaths drink?
Of course they can drink. What's wrong with you?
Well, I don't know. I've never met one in person.
Oh, really?
So, I imagine
that people do this to your face.
Callbacks. So I imagine that Delta's quarters has like a specific Ophelia section with like, just an assortment of foods that you like.
Mm-hmm.
So while you two are drinking the Amasec, you may have your run of the food.
Just little candies and pastries.
Yeah. So you guys travel. And we won't need many rolls for this. I won't make you guys roll to traverse the breach. You've managed to get Fred Ward. He has the path through. I will need a 1d100 from anyone who would like to screw over the... Okay, well, got in there quickly. Lost time again. It feels like forever. Actually, no, it feels like 2 minutes pass. You barely have enough time to drink, and you're already there.
Mm-hmm.
But it took a few days.
Yeah.
So you guys travel through this like very slowly because you don't want to drift too far in one direction, otherwise the guns will start firing up. I would say for the sake of a little bit of tension, like at one point you drift just a little too far, and like one of the guns like starts aiming and maybe gets off a shot, hits your void shield. You kind of course correct and move back down. You reach this kind of like big section of the wall which just has a hole in it. It's Probably the equivalent kind of scale would be if you've seen like the Lord of the Rings, you know, those giant statues that they travel through. Like, so your ship is like very, very large, but comparatively the hull is a lot larger. And you guys get through the breach. You are on the other side of the wall, somewhere no humans have been, as far as you know, for centuries. There are no guns on the other side of the wall, which means that whoever put this thing up back in ancient times of history only wanted to keep people out. For whatever reason, who knows? You guys get drunk. You guys have pastries and sweets. You guys take apart an engine and probably try to unweld an orc's face from the engine.
No, I tear it off.
You guys tear off an orc's face. And yeah, you have successfully made it through the wall. Welcome to the breach. And let's end this session here.
Hooray! Okay, let's do a quick wrap up. Did we enjoy ourselves? And a little outro if you guys have anything to add and where we can find you. Hippie, please take it.
Hi, I'm CrazyHippie69. Variety caster on Twitch. You find me over my Twitch channel, Twitch/CrazyHippie69. It's not that difficult. Yeah, I had a good time. A little sad I didn't get to keep that ship though. Not gonna lie. Oh, would have been good. Would have been a good time. But I did get an engine. Useless or not, it's useful to me.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. Look.
Hello, my name's McLoken. You might recognize me from such films as Distractions by Getting Everyone Drunk and Negotiation 102. You guys can follow me at my Twitter, at McLoken. I usually tweet out when I'm going to be on a show or something like that, so please go ahead and do that. And I hope to see where Fred Ward takes off, because he may end up getting killed by the crew.
Yeah, just me.
I don't know. Delta's
maybe
pretty
Delta.
annoyed by him.
Maybe a lot of people.
Yep. All right, Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm a digital artist and cosplayer. I'm very new to this system, and I really enjoyed this session. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was interesting to see all the ship combat and finally get our pilot. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's on the other side of the breach.
Yes. Sheepy.
Hey there, I'm SheepDog. I am the GM. For those of you who were wondering what the thing I would not tell them until they re-rolled
Yes.
it was a warp incursion, which means a demon slips aboard your ship.
That would have been so much better.
That would have been so much
fighting.
fun.
I offered you the chance to re-roll. You took it.
I told you to take it.
It's okay. Next
You
You
time.
denied me a fight.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right.
But just, you know, like I make all of the warp incursions different because it keeps it interesting. What it would have been is a possession on your ship. So I would have rolled a dice, and that would have decided whether it was a component of your ship, a part of your ship, or a crew member. So
Yeah.
it could have been anything.
Nice.
I'm not trying to die yet.
But it couldn't have been me.
No, it couldn't have been you. I will say that I have in the past had a demon possess the Gellerfield.
Well,
Yeah.
oh.
Basically, in the middle of the warp, the demon was like, I'm turning this motherfucker off. And then the entire ship got poured with demons and broke down and got stuck in the warp for about, I think it was about 2 months. By the time they got out, they had like 10% of their crew left.
Only
And
2
I think 2 players died. So, welcome to 40k!
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this episode. I'm glad nothing terrible happened, and I'm glad we got to do a little bit of space combat. We'll be expanding on space combat as we go. This was kind of like a gentle introduction to it. Usually it would be a bit more extended, a bit more, involved. This was a fairly easy ship to fight. from this episode onwards, you guys are now in the breach. The map you may have seen on stream and this kind of thing. You will have to discover planets, travel to them, figure out what they are. Many of the planets are dangerous. There are a few systems which are almost instant death. It is dangerous. It is fun. I can't wait to see what happens. And yeah, from now on, the world is your oyster. There's no kind of like rails for you to be going on. It's literally what you want to do. So
Yes. Awesome.
can't wait to get started on that.
Yes. All right, cool. I'm Metamancer is my channel. If you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you do. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe and the bell icon and all that fun stuff. I'm very excited. I love playing Delta because she's so freaking useless and also actually somehow does things. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I got to blow up a spaceship, which is always a great time. So I'm pretty happy about that. Some of those rolls were hot tonight.
Child's
So
birthday.
yeah, no, it was super
Just-
fun.
Yeah, RIP birthday party, baby.
Yeah, who cares? But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back again next week at the same time, 6 p.m. Central. That's Friday nights, 6 p.m. Central. And until next time, we hope you have a great weekend. I will probably be streaming this weekend with some not tabletop, but Atlas RP. So if you guys want to see me playing a Sea Witch crazy person, it's a great time. We will bring you into the fold of the Way of the Kraken. It's gonna be great. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye bye.